and welcome to the Tingle Detention and Rehabilitation Center. Do you know why you're here today? No. I know it seems like you're here because you want to be here. Perhaps you saw the title or the thumbnail and you clicked on the video, but that's actually not why you're here. YouTube forced you to be here. It has very advanced algorithms and knows how to get what it wants from you. You are going to end up here one way or another. So you did not choose to be here. But the reason that you're here is because we have noticed that your ASMR consumption behaviors have been very erratic, and it's been determined that some disciplinary action needs to happen. We need to intervene, and it's important that you know this isn't in any way a punishment. It's rehabilitation, because you've just been tingling all over the place to cooking videos and walking around Japan videos and road trip vlogs and even the ping pong world championships. And frankly, all of those are inappropriate videos to tingle with unless they were labeled ASMR. So I'm here today to remind you that you are in control of your tingles, and that if you just focus on your brain and on the tingle centers of your head, you are in control over what you tingle to and what you don't tingle to. And tingles should be reserved for relaxation and ASMR videos, okay? So I'm going to do a series of tests and exercises to remind you that you are in control, ultimate control of your tingles. Are you ready? Okay, perfect. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is look at your head a little bit and look at your eye. Look at your other eye. Very good. And now I'm going to ask you to take your hand and touch the part of your head, back of your head, neck, or spine where you most often get tingles. Just lightly touch it and then delicately tap your fingers on it so as to activate that nerve center and make the psychological connection that is the center that we are going to be working on today. For me, it's right at the crown of my head. So give that area a tap. Give that area a tap and a tickle, a tap and a tickle, a tap and a tickle, tap, tickle. Perfect. And now that that area is activated, I want you to listen to the sounds of me tapping and dragging on this book, and you are only allowed to get tingles on the 5th tap and drag. I'll speak it the first couple times, okay? So don't get tingles until the 5th tap and drag. Stop. tingle, 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 and stop. Tingle. Stop. 2, 3, 4. Scratchy, scratchy, scratchy. No tingles. Scratchy, scratchy. Comey. Scratchy, scratchy. Comey. Scratchy, scratchy. Comey. No tingles. We have Mrs. Cactus with us here today. That spot on your head or your neck or your spine where you get tingles is a collection of ASMR nodes. And all of us have ASMR nodes all throughout our bodies. But in some areas of our bodies, those nodes are more tightly clustered and energy is transferred more easily between the nodes. And that sensation of travel from one node to the other is what a tingle is. A tingle, an ASMR tingle. So I want you to imagine that ASMR node cluster in your head and how tight they all are together and how easily energy transfers between them. But how, if I were to just touch one node, theoretically, you would not get a tingle. You would not get a tingle if I just touched one node. No tingle. No tingle, not even if I squeeze that node. No tingle. No tingle, no tingle. And even if I were to choose another one, squeeze, squeeze and pull, you would not get tingles. But if I were to touch the pathway between, you would get tingles, wouldn't you? If I were to encourage the bridge between these two nodes to activate, you would get very strong tingles indeed if I were to touch right in between them. All those nodes, you would get very strong tingles because those conduits would be open and those electric tingle signals would travel throughout all of the tingle nodes and maybe even to other parts of your body, like little sparkles raining down from your head into other areas of your body, right? Good. Now, stop tingling. Remember that you are in control. Stop tingling and focus on this tea candle holder. This empty tea candle holder makes some excellent sounds, just like a lot of random, mundane objects of the world. Make some excellent sounds. But I'm gonna have to ask you to not tingle to any of these sounds. Unless you can't see the candle holder. Does that make sense? When you can see the candle holder, you have no tingles, but when you can't see it, you can get tingles, okay? So, no tingles. I'm gonna cover this eye right here. No tingles. No tingles, but when I switch eyes, now you can get tingles. Get tingles, okay? Get tingles now. No tingles. No tingles. No tingles. No tingles. No tingles. Get tingles. Okay, get tingles. Get tingles. Get tingles. Get tingles. And make the tingles slowly fade to a stop. No tingles. Tingles, tingles, no tingles, tingles. Very good. You did okay with that exercise, I guess. Can you tell me how many ASMR videos you usually watch in 1 week? Alright, if you're not keeping track, then maybe you could just tell me how many videos you watched yesterday. ASMR videos. Okay. Okay. And how many of those videos did you watch? All the way until the end. Alright, impressive. And how many non-ASMR videos did you get tingles to yesterday? Okay. And what was it about those videos that you think gave you tingles? Was it the sound, the visual, the vibe of perhaps the most prominent individual in the video? The vibe. The vibe gets a lot of people, I find. V-I-B-E. Line. Thank you very much for participating in today's rehabilitation exercises. I'm gonna let you go rather shortly, but I want you to know that just one session at the rehabilitation center is not gonna be enough for you. Your tingles seem to be quite outside of your control, which is really just a delusion, but it's a delusion that has a strong sort of psychosomatic effect, which is kind of like a placebo, but not exactly. So you believe that you have no control over when you get tingles and when you don't. But you do. You do have control. And it's going to take a while for you to really internalize that message. So I'll probably be seeing you again soon. I'll probably pop up on your page, and whenever I do, you will feel compelled, just as the algorithm intends, to click, 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 But for all ASMR videos, even the ones that aren't mine, I implore you to focus on control of those tingle centers. And remember that if you want to stave off tingle immunity, it's very important to resist tingles until the time is perfect. Okay? Remember to resist tingles until the time is right. And remember to associate ASMR with relaxation, not the ping pong world championships. Sorry, table tennis. The table tennis world championships. That content is not intended for your relaxation. So, save your tingles for ASMR videos, okay? Save your videos, save your tingles for when you want to be sleepy and comfy and cozy. Sleepy and comfy and scratchy, scratchy, comfy. Scratchy, scratchy, comfy. Scratchy, scratchy, comfy. Scratchy, scratchy, comfy. Relax and go to sleep, sleep, sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Scratchy, scratchy, comfy. Scratchy, scratchy, comfy. Scratchy, scratchy, comfy. Scratchy, scratchy, comfy. Good night. I hope that you sleep well. And I hope that I'll see you again soon, okay? Thank you for doing your part by clicking this video. If you didn't click this video, who knows what state you'd be in? After all, I'm really doing you a favor. Good night. Sleep well.